Hey there, YouTubers, unboxing video time. So, we actually have a hurricane headed towards Hawaii. Now, whether it'll actually hit any of the islands or not, it's another story. But I gotta get this unboxing done before we lose the power or the internet, and hopefully do some gaming on it before that happens as well. One thing I will not be doing while the hurricane's out there, I am not going to be updating the BIOS, folks. Alright, so stay tuned for that video sometime after the storm passes. So, what do we got here? This is the, I want to say the next cheapest Z490 motherboard that's out there. So we've already shown you the cheapest one, which was the ASRock Z490, which totally do not recommend that piece of crap. This one though, you know, I like Gigabyte, so we'll see. Maybe this will be a good one. So of course this supports 10th gen, and it's LGA 1200. In case you're looking for CPU fans and having problems, check out my video where I discuss whether LGA 1151 CPU fans will fit LGA 1200. And here's the back. We'll talk about all that stuff there in that corner, and then some of the features I may forget. I probably won't talk about this direct 2+1 phases digital VRM solution with low RDS on MOSFETs, advanced thermal design with integrated I/O armor, PCI Express 4.0 hardware design. That's interesting. Now I don't think this supports PCI Express 4.0 graphics cards, just the 3.0 ones, but it doesn't really matter because NVIDIA makes the best stuff, and right now 3.0 is the best they're doing anyways. Alright, so let's get it open. We may. So of course our motherboard is in a static electrical bag here, protect it, and of course yours truly, as strong as I am, can't even get it out of here with one hand. So let's talk about what's underneath it, and then we'll get into this, because of course you guys want to know about the other details. And I promise I'm not trying to drag this out. So we have a set of SATA cables, so 2 of those in there. Here is the manual. And looks like possibly this is for 2 different types of Z490s. I wasn't aware there was a second one. We're not really going to look at this, but it does include a nice soft manual. Comes with the driver disc, and one thing I don't see, folks, is a sticker. So when you get really cheap with your motherboards, they don't give you a sticker. Sometimes it's in here with the disc. Not this time though. Alright, well, let's talk about the motherboard. Alright, so let's get this out of the bag. Yeah, you know, when you're a small channel like I am, and you have to buy the cheaper stuff, right? And then on top of that, you also have to buy the cheaper camera stands, and this one is having all kinds of issues today. Alright, folks, so let's get into it. Some interesting features on this motherboard, and some that are not really called out in the manual. You would assume new product, they rushed to market with it. Alright, so let's start down here. This has a 1x8 and 1x4 12-volt connector for your PSU to power the CPU. Now, if you've seen my videos, you can get these things started up with a 1x4. Really, you should use at least a 1x8. And if you want to do extreme overclocking, here is the extra guy here. So you do 1x8, 1x4. Here's the this is a system fan header right behind it, which is in kind of a lousy location, to be honest with you. So over here, this is probably that CPU fan right here, CPU fan header. 4 DDR4 RAM slots, and you can see they want you to use A2 and B2, so this one and that one, the light gray, if you're just going to have 2 sets of RAM. A bunch of RGB related stuff here. Here's your 24-pin ATX power supply connector. Let's rotate. Over here, another system fan header, so we're at least at 2. USB looks like a 3.2, so a little more advanced there on that, not just a regular 3.0. And this is interesting. A lot of times I get these separated. All of the SATA 3 connectors are together, and if you look close enough, you can see how they number them. Okay. Now, let's rotate over this way. This is where all your front panel connectors are, and if you have a PC speaker, they're going to be in there. Another fan header here. Here is a USB 2.0 connector, another system fan connector, some more RGB related stuff. And so right here is your THB underscore C1 and THB underscore C2. That's basically your Thunderbolt add-in card connectors, okay? So you got those there. Now this is the COM, or the serial port header. Can provide one serial port, be an optional COM port cable. This is your HD audio. This will come from the case itself, okay? All right, so what else do we have? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 of the PCI Express times 1 expansion slots, and those are only going to be big enough probably for a Wi-Fi card, not a NVMe M.2, at least the ones that I have. Then we have the armor-plated PCI Express by 16 and the PCI Express times 4 there. Now, in between all those are different M.2s. This is where the manual is not very helpful. It would appear these are for NVMe or SATA hard drive, solid state drive. Excuse me. This guy here, though, it's kind of funny. It says limited functionality check manual. I just looked through the whole manual and didn't find anything about it. This may be, if something for the future. It does say M.2P underscore CPU. So whatever that is, folks, if somebody's out there and they know what the hell that is, please leave a note down below, because I'll just leave it the way it is probably for the longest time. Here's your Cmos, in case you need to reset your BIOS. I do that all the time on this channel, especially with the RAM, the speedier RAM, trying to get to work with these motherboards. A lot of times you may find yourself having to pop that out just to get the RAM to go back to default into 2133 or something along those lines. So here is, of course, where our CPU is going to go. LGA 1200, so it's 10th gen, and eventually it'll be 11th gen Intel. And there's a shot of the sockets themselves. Alright, so I think we've covered all the stuff on the motherboard worth talking about. Nothing, super spectacular about this motherboard so far. It doesn't lack much flash. Some of you may not like it for that. Now, one thing that's nice here is the I/O shield is actually connected, so they must have heard all my whining and a lot of other people's. This is nice. Not only will you hopefully not lose it, but the mere fact that it is, connected to it, and when you go to put it in place, it'll stay there. All right, so let's talk about what we have here. Alright folks, so we've got two USB 2.0s, the old style PS2 keyboard mouse connectors. There are a total of 3 USB 3.0s on here, and then we have HDMI here. Now over here, this is a good one to call out. This is USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A port, Q Flash Plus port. So obviously, you know, your USB stick will work in there, but that one would appear that it's meant for flashing the BIOS. Okay, so when we do our BIOS update video, we most likely will use this one to do something different. Alright, then next to it is another different one. Alright, so I got that backwards, sorry. The details of this guy I got backwards. This is your USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A port, Q Flash Plus port, okay? The red one is your USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port. And obviously, you know, that provides support for USB. So provides support for USB 3.2 Gen 2, and of course it's compatible with 3.2 Gen 1 and USB 2.0. Now we've got Ethernet. This is RJ45 LAN port, and over here we have line in, rear speaker out, line out, front speaker out, and then we've got microphone. So that's going to do it for this video, folks. I'll try and do, we'll do some flyovers to end this so you can get some up close and personal with the motherboard. And in case I missed anything, you will also get to see that. So and sometimes people ask me questions about something on the motherboard. I may point them back to this video, tell them the exact spot where their question has been answered. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.